Welcome back to the channel. So today we will be going to discuss this very interesting problem, and it was asked in Apple interview. So the problem is this basically, given a table having the source and destination of a flight passenger, write a SQL query to find the distinct route that have been traveled. So this is basically the input table and this is what we need in the output table. So let's see over here. So if you see here, we have like table columns like source and destination, and in the output table also we have the same. So if you see here, we have the source as A and destination as B. Similarly, we have another record where we have the source as B and destination is A. Same way we have for the C and D. Basically, source is C, destination is D, and the same way the source is D and destination is C. We need to find the distinct route. Are you getting this point? Distinct route. So it's like a person is going from A to B and then coming from B to A. So the distinct route is what? A to B only. Got it. Similarly, a person, let's say, is going from P to Q, and then again he has the return ticket as Q to P. So the distinct route is what? P to Q only, right? This is not distinct. Basically, it's same only. So this is what we need to find over here. So like out of these two pair, we have A to B in the output, and from C to D we have like C to D, and D to C we have C to D. So this is what we need in the output, right? So I hope you understood the problem statement. Like by looking at the problem, it seems to be simple, but if you think the logic, it is quite tricky basically, right? It's not a straightforward group by or anything like that. You need to be good at the strings, basically how to manipulate with the strings, right? So what you can do, you can pause the video. I will provide the like create statement in the description section. You can run or write a code on your console also, right? So let's start. So if you see here, basically, by like observing this carefully, let me erase these things a little so that it looks nicer. Okay, okay. Let me change the color of the pen also. Okay, this is not looking good. Let me check this one. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, so now if you see here, basically we let's break down this problem. So let's say we have source, destination as AB, BA, and in the output also source, destination we have AB, right? With only one distinct route, right? So now like we can think the logic very clearly. So if you see here, like how we can get this data, how we can get this data. To solve this problem, there are multiple ways basically. There are multiple ways to solve this problem. So if you see here, we are having A, like since if you do the comparison of A and B, A is smaller, right? And this is what we have over here. The smaller one is in the output, right? Like if we concat this data, we will have AB and BA, right? What we are keeping? We are keeping the value like where the source is less than destination, right? Source is less than destination. This is what we are keeping, right? So this is basically the trick of the problem over here. Similarly, if you see here, like in the source, so this is the scenario in case of source. This is the scenario in case of source. But for the destination, if you see, it is like greater value, right? So like out of this AB, we are taking smaller one into the source and greater one into the target, right? So, and in the destination, we are taking destination should be greater than source. I hope you are getting this point, right? So, what we can do in order to solve this problem, what we can do, let me write the piece of code. Basically, the code would be quite simple. I will be solving this in two different way, and there are a lot of way to solve this problem because since the crux of this problem is just a string comparison. So yeah, let's discuss with method one, right? So what we can do, we know that we want in the source should be like source is less than destination, and the target should be sorry, the destination should be greater than source. This is what we need in the output. So what we can do, we can write select, and then we have the list function, right? We have the list function. So here what we can do, we can provide the source comma destination, and this we can name as source. Similarly, we have the greatest function over here. Here we can provide the same thing, source uh, comma destination, and this we can provide as destination, like rename as destination, right? From flight. So what this will give us, what this piece of code will give us. So let me explain you. So okay, so instead of like understanding this thing over here, let's write the code, this much code basically. So what we can do, we can write select star from flight, and okay, we have all the data, and then we can like, let me copy this piece of code basically. So like this will save our time. So we can write this. So now if you see here, we got this. Okay, let me explain over here only. So okay, so this is the input, right? So let's see what we are getting in the source and destination over here, right? So what would be the source? A comma B. Which one is smaller? This would be A, source would be A, destination would be B. Similarly here, which one is smaller? Like source would be C, destination would be D. And similarly, which one is smaller? A, right? Out of B comma A, the list, like we had for this one, we have applied list, right? For this one, we have applied greatest. So this one would be A, this one would be B, got it. And similarly for this one, it would be like C and D. Which one is smaller? C. So C would be here, D would be here. Got it. So now we have the output out of this is, so the output of this is AB, CD, AB, CD. Let's verify from here. So AB, CD, AB, CD. I hope you understood this point, right? So now we have the like output like this. So now it becomes simple, right? So these are what? These are duplicate. These values are duplicate, right? So what we can do basically, we can put this in the city, right? So we can write with city as, so this is a city, and here we can write select from city, and like we know, right, to remove the duplicates, what we can use the group by. So we can write source comma destination, and similarly here source comma destination. So this will give us the required output, and this is basically the code of method 1. Got it. So let's write this piece of code over here also. So basically what we can do, we can put this in the CT with CT as, and we can write select from CT and put the source and destination. So we need over here, and similarly group by source comma destination. Let's run this. So now you can see we have A, B, C, D, and basically you can do the order by if you want uh, the output like that, where A should be before than C. So order by, okay. Got it. So I think this is the method 1. So as I mentioned, there are multiple ways to solve this problem. So one tricky part is, I think this is the only place where this solution will work. So if you see here, source is always less than a source is always less than destination, right? For each and every pair. So let me write like this. So for each pair, we have source less than destination, right? So can we write a code like this? Can we write a code like this? Select source comma destination from table where source is less than destination. So let me write this piece of code over here and let's see if this is working or not. So we can write select from flight where source is less than destination, and here source comma destination. Let's run this, and if you see, we are getting the same answer. This is because like the kind of data which we have, this solution would also work, right? And there are a lot of way also, like we can do the self join also, we can do union also, right? So these are the other ways in which we can solve this problem. So you can like try out those ways and put the solution in the comment section. So I would be solving the same problem in PySpark also. So for that, you can like check out our PySpark playlist. So if you like this content, please do like, subscribe, share the channel. Let's meet in the next problem. Until then, bye.